Millions of Americans were able to move wherever they wanted because of the shift to remote work, but soon after, rising prices put a stop to many of those dreams. So what's left for people who want to move but can't because the place they want to go is too expensive? We talk to real estate agents and other experts on cost of living in cities, small towns, and places in between all over the country. If you want to find a place where you can live well on a low budget, here's a list of places where inflation stays behind the cost of living. But before that, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. Number 7. Johnson City and Tennessee in general. According to the most recent census, Tennessee's population has grown by a lot in recent years. This is because people want to live there because it's cheap and has nice weather. Tennessee still has a great cost of living, even with all the new people moving there. The average price of a house is still only $231,600. Tennessee also had the most growth in six-figure jobs, which shows a large pool of disposable income that can help businesses grow and keep the income growth going. Even though inflation is going up, Johnson City is one of the places where the cost of living is about half of what it is in Houston. Even going to the doctor is 60% cheaper in the state than in other states. The area has a cost of living score of 65 out of 75. Number 6. Alabama, especially the area around AUBURN. If you cross the southern border of Tennessee, you will be in one of the best states for living cheaply. Alabama is one of the most affordable states in the US. Even with rising prices, the state can be a cheap place for families to live. For example, let's say your Auburn, Alabama home is about 2,000 square feet, has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a decent-sized lot. You can expect to pay about 33% of what you would pay in California for a similar house. Alabama's cost of living score is 68 out of 75. Which is a great score in terms of how cheap it is to live there. Also, the average home price in Auburn is about $310,000. Number 5. Fayetteville, Arkansas. If you want a high quality of life on a tight budget, you won't find much better than Fayetteville, Arkansas. There are about 85,000 people living in Fayetteville metro area, which given the city's real estate market isn't too crowded. The median price of a home in Fayetteville is about $200,000, which is a lot less than the average price of a home in the US. The average salary is about $47,600 per year. It's one of the cheapest places to live in the US, so people there have a high standard of living. Number 4. Cedar Park, Texas. If you want to live like people in Austin, but don't want to pay Austin prices, think about a nearby gym. Being close to Austin makes Cedar Park, Texas an affordable place to live. With an average household income of $80,954, the cost of living is about $58,497, which is a good amount. According to the Cost of Living Index, it has a rank of 92.8, and there are a lot of jobs in the engineering and architecture. Families can feel safe and secure there, and there are many outdoor activities and ways to have fun, such as restaurants and public parks. Number 3. Pottstown, a small town, Pennsylvania overall. It's a small town on the corner of the Montgomery County Path, about 45 miles from the center of Philadelphia. For $150,000, you can buy a 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom or a 2-unit duplex. In this small, beautiful town, home prices haven't gone up because of inflation or seller's market like they have in places like Brookhaven, PA. Number 2. Savanna, Georgia. The cost of living in Savanna, Georgia has kept up with inflation pretty well. The overall cost of living in the city is a shocking 13.3% less than the average cost of living in the US. Even though Savannah's healthcare costs are more than 10% higher than the average in the US, this is more than made up for by the lower cost of utilities, groceries, and transportation. Also, the cost of housing there is 36% less than what the average American pays. Number 1. South Carolina Greenville. As you head back to the south, one small city stands out as being especially cheap, even though it has high standards of living. The COVID pandemic has hurt Greenville's SC's economy less than it has hurt many other U.S. cities. From November 2020 to November 2021, Greenville's unemployment rate has dropped by almost half. The economy of Greenville is helped by a wide range of employers. There are offices for more than 40 of the Fortune 500 companies and more than 225 international companies. Even with inflation, the overall cost of living in Greenville is 12% less than the national average. The median price of a home in Greenville is $234,600, which is more than 2.25 times lower than the median price in other desirable markets like Austin and Denver. So, these are the most affordable places for housing in the US even during the inflation. If you enjoy watching the video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.